Too many times I see my students standing over a putt with their shoulders up around their ears. Way too much tension. I can see white knuckles in the grip. We need to be relaxed when we putt to make a good, smooth stroke. And that's what we're going to talk about in today's lesson. All right, let's assume here that you've got this tricky 6 to 7 foot putt to win the club championship. We've all been there, whether it's to qualify for the US Open, win a club championship, or simply just win a bet against your best buddies on a Sunday afternoon. We know that this range makes us really nervous. It's not the 2 or 3 foot tap in that we think we've got it under control. It's not a long putt that we're not putting our pressure on ourselves to get it up there really close. It's this tweener putt here, and if this green's slick like this one and it's breaking, it can be a little bit knee knocking. So naturally we're going to tend to tense up. So what do we do to eliminate that tension? Well, there's a lot of tricks here. First thing lies in a good pre-shot routine. So I want you to take the time to walk around the putt, line it up from the back, come back over here, make sure that you trust your line. Next, I recommend aiming your ball. I put a line on the side of my ball, I aim it where I want the putt to start. That way I eliminate any second guessing, and second guessing is a big cause of tension. So if I can get over this putt, simply aim the line on my putter down the line on the ball, I know my putter's aimed correctly. Then all I have to do is square myself up, and then it's all trust from there. The next thing I want you to do is check your grip pressure, because naturally we tend to tighten up or tense up when we're nervous. Our shoulders rather get up around our ears. So I'll often tell my students, lower those shoulders, lighten the grip pressure. We've all heard, hold the putter like a baby bird or like you're squeezing a tube of toothpaste. Something in there, a light to medium pressure is going to be good. So we want to go against our brain, which is telling us to squeeze tight, and we want to intentionally lighten this grip. We may even want to hover the club up in the air a little bit, because a lot of people want to push it down into the ground. So I've lined up, I trust it, I know I'm lined up perfect, I've got my low shoulders, I've got my light pressure here, and the last thing I'm going to do is a big decompression breath. I'm going to let out all that tension right before I stroke the putt. So I'm going to stand over here, I'm just going to, and then pull the putter back and go. And if you can do those things, I guarantee you it's going to get that breathing a little slower, and it's going to get your tension level down, and it's going to make for a much smoother stroke. So here's how it's done. I've already taken the time, I've lined up my putt, I've got it aimed where I think the putt should start, so I'm going to trust it. I'm simply going to step in, I'm going to aim my putter down that line, I'm going to set my feet, little lighter grip pressure than my brain's telling me I want to do. I'm going to try not to push this putter down into the green. I might even hover it up in the air just a little bit. Last minute decompression breath, and then I'm going to pull the trigger. It's simple and it works. If you have an idea for a lesson, please submit it in the Ask Maria section on mygolfinstructor.com.